The tribal chief, Roman Reigns, has been taken down in a shocking turn of events. For over 3 years, he stood at the very top, a dominant champion, the face of WWE, the leader of the Bloodline. But at Clash in Paris, the unthinkable happened. Roman Reigns suffered a devastating attack that left him with fractured ribs, and now WWE has declared him out indefinitely. Is this the end of his empire? Or is WWE setting up one of the greatest comebacks of all time? For the next few minutes, we'll dive deep into everything. The shocking attack, the storyline injury, the real-life reasons behind it, the fallout for the Bloodline, and what it means for the future of WWE. Strap in, because this is not just wrestling news, this is the turning point of an era. The stage was set in Paris. The arena was electric, packed with fans chanting for the tribal chief. Roman Reigns entered the ring with his usual aura, calm, confident, and unstoppable. His opponent, the powerhouse Bronson Reed. On paper, this was supposed to be another showcase of Roman's dominance. The match started slow, with Reigns controlling the pace. He delivered heavy strikes, the Samoan drop, and even set up for the Superman punch. Reed fought back with his raw power, using his size to wear down Roman. It wasn't easy, but Reigns, as always, found a way. He hit a crushing spear, and the match looked sealed. But after the bell, the real story began. Out of nowhere, Bronson Reed launched a post-match assault. Before Reigns could recover, Braun Breaker stormed in. The two men, working together, delivered one of the most brutal ambushes we've ever seen. They targeted Roman's midsection, slamming him into steel steps, crushing his ribs with steel chairs, and leaving him gasping for air. The arena went silent. Fans couldn't believe what they were witnessing. Officials and referees rushed to the ring as Roman clutched his ribs, unable to stand. For the first time in years, the tribal chief looked vulnerable. Within hours, WWE released an official statement. Roman Reigns had suffered fractured ribs in the attack and would be out of action indefinitely. The storyline injury made headlines everywhere, with WWE commentators emphasizing the severity. But behind the scenes, fans began connecting the dots. Was this purely a scripted injury? Or was it WWE's way of writing him off TV for bigger reasons? Social media exploded. Hashtags like #PrayForRoman, #TribalChief, and #EndOfAnEra trended worldwide. Some fans posted emotional messages thanking him for his reign. Others speculated this was just the setup for something huge. Either way, the announcement shook the wrestling world. Here's where the real twist comes in. Roman Reigns isn't just WWE's biggest star, he's on his way to becoming a Hollywood name. After his cameo in Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, Reigns caught the eye of film producers. And now, he's been officially cast in the upcoming Street Fighter live-action movie, which begins filming in late 2025. This is the true reason WWE needed to sideline him. Reigns can't be on the road, headlining shows, and filming blockbuster movies at the same time. Instead of quietly letting him vanish, WWE turned it into a storyline masterpiece. By staging the injury, they protected Roman's image. He didn't walk away from WWE, he was taken out in dramatic fashion, keeping fans emotionally invested. Unlike John Cena and The Rock, who both left wrestling completely to pursue Hollywood, Reigns wants to balance both worlds. He said in interviews that he wants to be the first to succeed at the very top of WWE and Hollywood simultaneously. And this injury angle gives him the breathing room to do just that. Now, let's talk about the fallout. For years, the Bloodline has been the most dominant faction in wrestling history. But at the center of it all was Roman Reigns. Without him, what happens next? Solo Sikoa has already been portrayed as the enforcer, quiet, brutal, and hungry for dominance. Many believe this is WWE's chance to test Solo as the next tribal chief. Imagine the tension, Solo stepping up to claim the head of the table while Roman is away. Will he be accepted as the new leader, or will his ambition tear the family apart? The Usos are another piece of the puzzle. Their relationship with Roman has been complicated: loyalty, betrayal, and redemption. Without Roman holding the leash, could they finally go their own way, Or will they clash with Solo? And then there's Paul Heyman. The wise man has always backed Roman, but without the tribal chief, who does he support? Does he shift allegiance to Solo? Or does he quietly step away, waiting for Roman's inevitable return? Rivals outside the family are also circling. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and even newer names like Braun Breaker now see the throne as open territory. The absence of Roman Reigns creates a power vacuum, and in wrestling, power vacuums always lead to chaos. Fans around the world are buzzing with theories. Some believe the injury is completely real and fear Roman may not come back the same. Others insist it's purely storyline to cover his Hollywood schedule. And then there are those who see it as the perfect setup for one of the most legendary returns in history. Fan predictions include: Roman comes back at WrestleMania, shocking everyone. Solo officially takes over the Bloodline, only for Roman to return and reclaim his throne. Roman comes back as a babyface, seeking revenge not just on outsiders, but also on his own family for betraying him. Or, the most extreme theory, Roman doesn't return as the tribal chief at all, but as something even darker and more dangerous. Forums, Twitter, and YouTube are full of passionate debates. And that's exactly what WWE wants. Unpredictability. Because whether you love Roman or hate him, you can't ignore him. So, when will Roman Reigns return? WWE hasn't given an exact timeline. If filming for Street Fighter takes priority, we may not see him in the ring until late 2025. That could mean months of suspense, teasers, and uncertainty. Picture this: months of silence, no Roman on TV. The Bloodline continues to collapse under Solo's leadership. Suddenly, at a major event, the lights go out. Roman's theme hits. The tribal chief walks down, ribs healed, eyes filled with fury. The crowd erupts. That's not just a return. That's a cultural moment. WWE knows Reigns is box office. They won't waste his comeback on a random show. His return will be headline news, carefully timed to maximize impact, possibly at WrestleMania, SummerSlam, or even a brand new international event.